Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Kickstarter preview called Ducks in a Row. This prototype copy was provided by the publisher, and I would say this is like mastermind in a deck of cards. Let's see how it plays and then let's get back and see what I think about it. This is a Kickstarter preview, so some of the components, the quality of the components, or other components may be modified or present in the campaign. For example, I know there's going to be shields available throughout the campaign. So how do you play the game? In this box, there are two decks of cards. There's one deck that looks like this. In this deck, you're going to find sets of 7 unique cards. You have a Doctor, you have a Captain Quackbird, you have Deductive, you have Duck Holiday, then you have Count Dracula, Quack Astronaut, and Cleopatra. This identical hand of 7 cards is given to each player. One of the players gets selected as the conductor, who will try to allow other people to guess their sequence. So what the conductor is going to do, the conductor is going to decide how to arrange this card in which order. For example, if I'm the conductor, I'm going to put the Doctor, Captain Quackbeard, Cleopatra, maybe Duck Holiday, Detective, and like this. All right. So this is the sequence that I'm going to keep secret to all the players. And as I mentioned in the Kickstarter, you're going to have a shield that allow you to keep them secret. You're going to have also the possibility to have a card holder to display it in front of you. But this sequence here is going to be hidden to all the other players. As a conductor, I need to guide the other players to figure out what's this combination. And the other player are going to have the same cards. You see here, there's a deck of all the same cards. Then after the conductor has select the 7 cards, so let's put the cards here, and let's say that these are, remember, these are hidden. Okay, so these cards are hidden. Then you have another deck of cards. With these cards have special power here. They are different. There are some repetition. You're gonna take this deck of cards. You're gonna shuffle it. And then you're gonna distribute 2 cards to each player. After that, let's say this is a 5-player game, so you have 1 conductor and 4 people that try to guess. Then after that, you're going to take the deck, take 4 cards from the top, 4 cards from the bottom, and then you're going to introduce 2 geese, and this will be shuffled into the deck. So you got a nice shuffle like this, and then you're going to take the 4 cards back to the top and the other 4 back to the bottom. And now the game begins. At the start of each turn, a player will draw 1 card. So let's say it's my turn, I draw this card, and this is my hand of cards. So always player have a hand of 3 cards, and then you select a card to play. For example, I may play Birds of Feathers. This card says, name a duck. The conductor will tell you how many ducks are neighboring it, either 1 or 2. So I play this card, and I'm going to say to the conductor, or ask to the conductor, for example, so I'm going to ask about Doctor. So Doctor, the conductor is going to see this Doctor is here. It's surrounded by 2 cards. It's going to tell me 2. So I will take this information and I know the Doctor is surrounded by 2 cards. And so all the other people at the table. These are common, normal cards that you can play. Then you have the secret card. If I play the secret card, it says learn the name of the duck in the first place. This card, if it gets played, and the conductor tells me and only me what's the duck at the first place. So in this case, they will tell me that's Count Quackula. And the game goes around, so every player keeps drawing a card and playing a card, and not giving information to the opponents or having a personal information is a secret card. And this goes on and on until 2 geese are revealed. When the second geese is revealed, the game ends immediately. There is a 2-player variant, which is very similar. The only difference is that both players have to set a lineup of 7 ducks, and each player needs to figure out the opponent sequence. And also the difference is when you have the second geese showing up, you have 1 more turn to play. And this is how you play ducks in a row. Let's go back and see what I think about it. And here you have it. As you see, this little card game reminds me, or probably, if you played a Mastermind, it will remind you Mastermind. Mastermind, it's a two-player game. You need to allow, the opponents ask questions about your sequence of the balls and the colors, where they are, if it's correct, incorrect, etc. This, you always know that you're gonna have 7 ducks. You know which ducks you have. You just need to figure out the order, and is interactive because you have all the opponents that ask those questions, and the information that is revealed is public. Most of the time you have the secret cards that can give a very significant advantage to those that play those cards. If you like this type of deduction and interaction, you're gonna like this game. It's a very straightforward, so watching this video you already know it is something that you enjoy. This is a game very good with many people. It's also good with 2 players. It goes very quickly. You have all this constant information, so you have your 7 cards. You keep arranging it based on the information that you gather. And yes, the secret card is a big advantage. I forgot to mention the scoring. You score points based on the longest continuous correct sequence that you have. If you have 3 ducks in a row and you score 3 points, if someone has 5, score 5 points, so the conductor. However, if you think you figure out all the sequence of 7 ducks, you can call it, and that's you are the only winner for that. That's a very big, and I like that. I like that kind of possibility to shoot to the moon and score big compared to the other one. Haven't seen it in a multiplayer. I haven't seen it. It's very difficult because those geese eventually will show up and you just miss 1 or 2 information. If you try to guess and you guess it wrong, you lose lots of points. So yes, there is the incentive because you can be the only winner, but also you can lose lots of points when you have, especially when you're missing 1 card. It's going between 5 potential points, maybe to 0. So it's hard, but it's good. It's a quick game, so you have that tension, which is always entertaining. 2-player is also very nice because you have everyone is having fun in terms of trying to deduce. In a multiplayer 3+ player, the conductor basically is just giving clues. It's not that actively involved besides answering questions. Yes, it will score points based on how well help or how well the opponents have done it, but and yes, the secret cards give a significant advantage that sometimes it could be a little bit frustrating in terms of okay, Jonathan got multiple of them, and so he was able to get a longer lineup of ducks just because of the secret cards. But the game is so light, it's so quick, that doesn't really matter. I always enjoy more the idea of guessing them all or going shoot for the moon or get a big number than just going score for a little point. And as I said, the Into is a very nice variant as well. What you see here is a prototype. The quality of the cards already is pretty good. They shuffle very well. I heard that you're going to have screens and card holder, which makes a lot of sense. It's easier to hold the cards behind a screen or with a card holder. But I played it and we didn't have any screens or card holder. We hold in our hands, or whoever needs to get the clue, who is giving the whoever is the clue giver can hold the hand, and just remember not to shuffle it and to fan it in the same way. Overall, it's a game that already if you like it or not. This is a social deduction. I would say social because you need a lot of people, and deduction because you need to try to deduce what are other ducks. It's something that I haven't seen it, or I know Mastermind, but with a deck of cards and with a multiplayer is something that definitely I enjoy it. And so if you did, please check their Kickstarter, which you will find the link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with your friends. You know the drill. This is not your first YouTube video, am I right? Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Ciao.